towing service, we have a saloon, we repair cars, we have a car wash.
Bata Shop is a top-notch.
And many more.
Autobest Engineering is the company which you can rely on. We touch any car. We are just at the corner of Pemba Road and Mosotunya Road. You know what? We deliver the best. Yes, we are growing very fast. It's a top-notch company ever in Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Maps, type Autobest Engineering Group. It will take you where we are. Autobest is a one-stop shop.
Come to Autobest Engineering where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilende South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Autobest Engineering, doing what we know best.
The Battle of the Choirs. The second edition of the Battle of the Choirs is back. This year, the Battle of the Choirs is happening again. It's the second edition 2026. Register your video now. Send in 2 minutes recorded video. Fill in the registration form. Pay registration fee of 250 kwacha, non-refundable. Registration is now open for 7 weeks. Yes, starting from the 1st of February 2026. This competition will run up to June as the dedicated month for crowning the champions. Competition awards for this year include first prize 100,000 kwacha.
Welcome to Light TV Main News. Quote of the day, let your light shine before others, Matthew 5:16. The headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema meets United Nations Conference on Trade and Development Secretary General Rebecca Greenspan. Kopu Queens depart for South Africa for Council of Southern Africa Football Association Women's Football Championship 2025. U.S. civil rights leader Jesse Jackson dies at 84. With the news in detail, my name is Munalula Inambao Chisenga. President Hakainde Hichilema has met with Rebecca Greenspan, Secretary General of United Nations Conference on Trade and Development at State House to discuss trade, investment, and economic growth partnerships. The discussion focused on Zambia's strategic position as a regional hub linking Southern African Development Community, common market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, and the African Continental Free Trade Area, as well as the promotion of e-commerce through automated system for customs data. Secretary General Greenspan praised Zambia's nearly 6% economic growth last year and its drive for production diversification. Both leaders emphasized consolidating United Nations Conference on Trade and Development and partner support to deliver measurable outcomes, create jobs, and expand business opportunities for Zambians. More in this report.
The work we do with her, I think she's a great professional, but also your team members. We're very grateful for your visit here. Minister welcomed you to Lusaka, to Zambia. I join him in doing that. So let me recognize my colleagues, the Minister and the team, all of us that are in the meeting. First and foremost, we want to really express our gratitude that you chose to visit us at this time. We believe that time is now for us to advance certain conversations beyond our traditional partnerships, which we appreciate a lot. The work that we do with your local office, the work that we do with yourselves collectively, and if I may say, other UN agencies and cooperating partners. Where we sit, this government, since we took office, is a government of reforms, and also believing that reforms deliver results. I think we have demonstrated that reforms deliver results in many ways.
Zambia and the United Arab Emirates have opened the door to multi-billion-dollar investments across key sectors of the Zambian economy. 6 cabinet ministers led by Chipoka Mulenga hosted a high-level meeting with the visiting United Arab Emirates delegation following instructions from Hakainde Hichilema. The team included Ministers Makozo Chikote, Stumbeko Msokotwane, Elijah Muchima, Peter Kapala, Felix Mutati, and the Ministry of Agriculture's Permanent Secretary. Investors showed strong interest in energy, including petroleum, electricity, and renewable energy, as well as mining, agriculture, health, fisheries, livestock, science, and financial services. Both parties agreed to set up technical working groups to fast-track project proposals. The investments are expected to strengthen energy security, promote value addition, boost industrial growth, and create sustainable employment across Zambia. The government of the Republic of Zambia has strengthened its partnership with Project Cure to enhance the supply of medical equipment to health facilities across the country. Permanent Secretary for Administration at the Ministry of Health, Jomata Matamba Simui, led a delegation to the organization's warehouse in Philadelphia on 16 February 2026. The visit focused on assessing medical equipment available for dispatch under the ongoing collaboration involving Project Cure and Islamic Relief. A cumulative total of 27 40-foot containers of medical equipment is expected to be shipped to selected health facilities in Zambia by June 2026. The delegation inspected examination beds, delivery beds, drip stands, oxygen concentrators, and other essential hospital equipment. Mrs. Simui emphasized Zambia's urgent need for renal and oncology equipment, particularly dialysis machines and cancer diagnosis and treatment tools, noting that all equipment undergoes thorough testing and certification before shipment. The delegation is expected to proceed to Colorado, further strengthening engagements as government reaffirms its commitment to equitable and quality health care deliveries for all Zambians. Copperbelt Minister Mr. Elisha Matambo visited Arthur Davison Children's Hospital in Ndola to assess challenges facing the hospital due to rising demand for pediatric services. After touring the facility and meeting management, Mr. Matambo scheduled a follow-up meeting next week to plan immediate and long-term interventions. He assured the hospital that the approach used by Ndola Teaching Hospital, Kitwe Teaching Hospital, and Kalulushi General Hospital will guide renovations at Arthur Davison Children's Hospital, while emphasizing full support for the Copperbelt Provincial Administration. Mr. Matambo highlighted that President Hakainde Hichilema places health among top priorities. More in this report. We take a set of commercials. I will be right back.
Auto-Best Engineering is a fully registered company that has services such as towing service, we have a saloon, we repair cars, we have a car wash,
Barbershop is a top-notch.
and many more.
Auto-Best Engineering is the company which you can rely on. We touch any car. We are just at the corner of Pemba Road and Mosotunya Road. You know what? We deliver the best. Yes, we are growing very fast. It's a top-notch company ever in Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Map, type Autobest Engineering Group. It will take you where we are. Autobest is a one-stop shop.
Come to Autobest Engineering, where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilende South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Autobest Engineering, doing what we know best.
Are you a small business and want to grow? On Light TV, you too can sell. Make big earnings. Tap into the market. It's on fire, rolling and tasty. Irenda, irepia. Call our marketing team and be a part of this exciting offer. Revamp your business, re-strategize, and let our creative team take your business to the next level. Call the numbers on the screen now so that we can take your business to another level. Ilenda Ilepia, exclusive to Light TV.
The leader of the United Prosperous and Peaceful Zambia, Charles Chanda, has raised concern over the removal of security checkpoints across the country. Mr. Chanda says the decision was made without adequate explanation at a time when security operations to curb illegal migration are reportedly increasing in Northwestern Province. He emphasized that checkpoints are critical for public safety and border control, and any removal should be accompanied by a clear plan outlining alternative measures. The United Prosperous and Peaceful Zambia leader has called on authorities to provide transparency, urging them to explain the policy and ensure communities remain protected over removal of checkpoints. Government has handed over gas stoves to vulnerable households in climate smart initiatives aimed at strengthening social protection and reducing environmental risks. The handover was led by Minister of Community Development and Social Services, Doreen Mwamba, in collaboration with the Ministry of Green Economy and Environment Minister. Minister Mwamba said the initiative links social protection to climate action targeting households most affected by climate shock. The distribution of gas stoves is expected to reduce reliance on charcoal and firewood, curb deforestation, and improve household health and promote cleaner energy use. Described as a cash plus intervention, the initiative complements the social cash transfer program, helping households build long-term resilience and sustainability, graduating out of poverty. The minister also called on communities to adopt sustainable practices and support government-led climate and social protection efforts. Government has approved over 3.1 million kwacha from the 2026 constituency funds to support bursaries in Lumezi constituency. A total of 111 pupils will benefit from the secondary boarding school bursaries, while 145 students have been approved for skills development bursaries. Lumezi Town Council spokesperson Ivan Muyumbwa says the approval follows submission of beneficiary lists by the Constituency Development Fund Committee and aligns the Constituency Development Fund Act No. 1 of 2024. 6 chief retainers will also undergo motorbike training, with government covering the costs. Parents and guardians are urged to ensure beneficiaries report to their respective institutions.
We wish to inform members of the public in the district that government has approved a total sum of 3,116,691 kwacha of the 2026 Constituency Development Fund CDF, which will be spent on sponsoring selected youths under the secondary boarding school and skills development bursaries component under Lumezi constituency. So the approval by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development through the Provincial Local Government Office has been done following an application by our Constituency Development Fund CDFC committee that is for the approval of the beneficiary lists. And this approval has been done in accordance with Section 4C of the Constituency Development Fund Act number 1 of 2024. So from the list, we have 111 pupils that have been approved for sponsorship under the secondary boarding school bursary at a cost of 421,200 kwacha, while 145 students have been placed under the skills development bursary costing 2,605,491 kwacha. Additionally, approval has been granted for the training of 6 chief retainers in motorbike riding following the government's initiative to procure motor.
Government has trained over 11,000 smallholder farmers in Lundazi district under the Eastern Province Judicial Sustainable Landscape Program for promoting climate smart agriculture and environmental conservation. The program, implemented through the Farmer Field School model, has benefited 1,000 lead farmers and 10,000 follower farmers who are now establishing tree nurseries using conservation agriculture methods. Acting District Agriculture Coordinator Kaposhi Liandamo says the initiative aims to curb deforestation and create income opportunities through carbon credits. In Eastern Province, 875 lead farmers and 8,750 follower farmers were trained in Chama, while 9,350 farmers benefited in Lumezi district.
I would like to appreciate the project because it has lessened the burden of resource mobilization, especially when it comes to farmer field school establishment, because these farmer field schools are very costly anyhow, because they need some inputs, herbicides and other materials that are required to establish a farmer field school. So to establish a farmer field school, government alone or the Ministry of Agriculture alone cannot manage with minimum resources. So the coming in of EPJ through the Ministry of Green Economy, it has actually lessened the implementation of these farmer field schools, so that at the end of the day we are able to outreach the number of farmers that we have in the district. Remember, in the district of Lundazi we have 56,000 farmers, so and these are under just 20 camp officers. So to outreach that number of farmers with these climate smart agriculture technologies, it was going to be impossible, just the ministry alone. But the coming in of the project, it has actually lessened the burden, because these farmer field schools are sponsored entirely 100% by the EPJ project.
We take another break. On the other side, join me for sports and international news.
Vantu vakwachirisa mwana akari muono 13 years.
Makangopeza chance pokambana naye.
Ninabotita ne kunyumba.
On this plastic here. Try well may also stand back.
Wakati bose mkulasi. Boko ndipo tatu. Zanipeleka kuti. Mwana wavadina. Zanipeleka.
Atushiro bako na mwana.
Ndawa neo pano pang'anda nisuke mbale nitape manzi nitialie mwana au muni kushoni lero
Mpaka chewanja brain yako milioni.
Wewe ukufa mwasela ndiye matu ukweli wewe wa mwana wewe.
Welcome back. The Football Association of Zambia has announced that the first assistant coach, Charles Haluwono, will take interim charge of the Copa Queens as they begin their council of the Southern African Football Association Senior Women's Champion title defense in South Africa. In a press statement issued on February 17, 2026 in Lusaka, Football Association of Zambia General Secretary Macha Shipande confirmed that Haluwono traveled with the team and will lead the technical bench during the opening phase of the regional tournament. Shipande emphasized that the head coach Nora Hapto remains fully in charge of the team and was directly involved in selecting the squad for this year's championship. He explained that Haptos traveled back to her home country base to attend to an assignment and is expected to join the team in South Africa once she concludes her engagements. Football Association of Zambia has assured fans that the technical transition is temporary and does not affect the team's preparations. The Copa Queens head into the tournament as defending champions, seeking to retain their council of Southern African Football Association's crown. In international news, United States civil rights leader Jesse Jackson has died at the age of 84. His family has confirmed he passed away peacefully on Tuesday morning, surrounded by loved ones. Jackson was a prominent figure in the American civil rights movement, marching alongside Martin Luther King Jr. and later founding the Rainbow People United to Save Humanity Coalition, which championed racial equality, economic justice, and voter empowerment. He made history as a two-time Democratic presidential candidate in 1984 and 1988, inspiring millions and elevating the voices of marginalized communities. Jackson received numerous honors, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom. His family described him as a servant leader whose commitment to justice and equality uplifted millions. Public observance will be held in Chicago with details announced by the Rainbow People United to Save Humanity Coalition. Jackson is survived by his wife Jacqueline and 6 children. That note brings us to the end of the main news. Before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. President Hichilema meets United Nations Conference on Trade and Development Secretary General Rebecca Greenspan. Copa Queens depart for South Africa for Council Southern African Football Association's Women Championship 2025. U.S. civil rights leader Jesse Jackson dies at 84. Thank you for tuning in. Stay inspired.